Guys, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. I hope you've all got your cup of crypto. Alex here from Marzell Money. Every morning we cover the live crypto prices for the day, the predictions, the analysis, whether you're watching this with me now live or you're watching this slightly later. This is entirely relevant for the day ahead. So get comfortable. Let's get settled in. We're going to go, of course, over the main coin prices: Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, Cardano, XRP, and all your favorite crypto altcoins to see what's looking likely to do what today. Are we going up? Are we going down? We're going to be covering all of that. And of course, we're going to go over the latest in crypto news so you can be prepared with whatever life faces you right now in the crypto market. So yeah, great to see so many people joining these lives, and of course, even if you watch this later, you're just as welcome. I make this show so it's relevant either way, guys, but of course we will be interacting with your questions that are interesting for everybody else, so we can all learn together, whether it's about myself, about trading, about how I trade, about hodling, about anything to do with crypto related stuff, guys. So without any further delay, let's all obliterate the like button, make some noise for YouTube, the algorithm that is. Let YouTube know that this is a fantastic crypto morning show and you're part of the Marzell Money community. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, do so. Subscribe and turn the bell on. You'll be notified when I post. So guys, welcome. Let's get into the price action this morning. Before we get into the technical analysis, looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, few quick news articles let's cover. I thought they are relevant, quite interesting. So from the Cointelegraph this morning, Bitcoin bulls may ignore Friday's 730 million options expiry date. So basically, we are very, very close to a big expiration date for options, which basically means people in earlier in the market, which were hoping for prices around 45, 46, their options are expiring, and that could lead to more bearish sentiment, basically. So Bitcoin price is no longer in reach of 40K, but data shows bulls are willing to take a few short-term losses. So it's quite interesting to see. This also relates to what's going on in the stock market as well. Even though some crypto investors deem Bitcoin digital scarcity as inflation protection, that does not change its volatility. Very true. Very, very true. The above chart here, guys, this one, the above chart shows price in blue stacked against smaller US listed companies. So Bitcoin is in blue. Is that right? Yeah, Bitcoin's in blue. The smaller index companies are in orange. You can see how Bitcoin is now fighting with bulls and bears at this point. So basically, however, the negative performance did not scare investors, as Canadian ETF Bitcoin attracted over $38 million worth of Bitcoin this Tuesday. So these options are expiring at that price around the 40,000, 44,000, which is going to lead to some big volatility, I believe. Next article I wanted to show you before we get into my price predictions today is crypto worth over $320 million was hacked. It was nicked in the wormhole hack. Basically, wormhole, for you guys not familiar, it's basically a bridge between Solana and Ethereum, and it was hacked. It shows that, again, if it's not Bitcoin, which is the most secure network out there, you're still in danger of having your cryptocurrency hacked. Wormhole, one of the popular bridges, Ethereum, Solana blockchains, has suffered a theft over 320 million in apparent hack that took place on February the 2nd. So not so good news there for Ethereum and Solana fans. Quick update on my trade. So for those of you that follow my trade signals will know that I actually got out of my short position here. I took about $2,000 profit. I've re-entered with a bigger position at about 2008. Sorry, this is the Bitcoin chart. Excuse me, guys. My Ethereum position, I exited here about 2000. No, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Excuse me. I'm in the daily chart. It was about yesterday on the 3rd. Yeah, sorry. It was around here. I exited my short and at about $2,500. $2,570, I think it was, and I took profit of about 2k there. I came out of it because I saw a leg up coming, and I've re-entered. Now, although this trade, as you can see, is pretty nastily in the red, it's about $2,300, $2,400 in the red. It's a much bigger position, so I'm not concerned at that. My liquidation's currently at 3,100. I'm about to enter a new short, well, to top up this short to make it a bigger short and to hire my entry price. At the moment it's 2,800. What I'm going to do, actually, I had an active order, but I'm going to do this in my live stream with you because I think it will be fun and show you guys how to use this. Anyone that wants to check out BYBIT, link down below. In fact, I have a brand new campaign with BYBIT, the biggest campaign, the biggest bonus they've ever done. You will not find this on any other YouTube channel. I'm giving away, with BYBIT, with the support of BYBIT, a Rolex like this, a Datejust 41, up to $15,000. It's about £11,000 Rolex giveaway. Link is in the pinned comments of the chat. All you need to do is click that link, guys. It will bring you over to BYBIT's Ready Set Trade competition. You register for this competition. This is a global competition, but out of our community, from those that sign up with this link, on the 20th of February, okay, so in 15 days time, 2 weeks time, we will be picking a winner on the most successful trader, okay? All you need to do is deposit a minimum of $250 to be qualified, and you will be in the chance of winning one of these Rolex Datejust. It's going to be your choice. It's going to be any Datejust from the website. It could be a steel one, could be a gold one. You can select all different bracelet things. Anyway, guys, I'll let you go through the Rolex website in your own time. But if you want to win a Rolex, guys, enter the competition using my link in the pinned chat and you can win a Rolex. And of course, by the way, you will be entered into the global competition as well, which is a prize pool of 1.2 million. So obviously harder to win, but still very possible. There's many prizes up for grabs there. So yeah, Ethereum right now, we are going back to the news, but just to show you my trade update, because you can see I'm $2,200 in the red. So I'm going to top up my short right now, a live stream trade. Exciting. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use a limit order. I'm currently at 8x leverage here, and I need to go into ETH USDT, right? ETH USDT, currently short 8x. So basically, I'm going to take a price here, let's say 284.210, for example. We'll put it here. I'm going to put my quantity. I've got about $10,000 here, so I'm going to do 25% of that. I'm going to top up this short. I'm going to press open short at 284.2, and that's now sitting in my active orders, 284.210. So if and when the price goes back up to when it goes back up to, you can't see because my head's in the way. When the price goes back up to 284.2 and 10, it's going to activate that short. In fact, let's try and meet it a bit sooner. So I'm going to bring that down to 284.40, and we'll confirm that. And now if that price comes up to 284.40 here, it's going to take my order and we'll be in business. And this position here, well, it's just taken it. So my entry price now will change slightly. It's gone up a little bit, not a lot because I only added a little bit to it, but I've basically added to my position at a higher price. Okay, so my liquidation price will go up slightly, and you can see that my position will change from that. So I'll be adding to that potentially if we go up a bit further. So I'll obviously be covering the technical analysis, guys, on Ethereum and Bitcoin and all the coins. But for now, we're going to just cover these last news articles because very interesting stuff happening in the chart right now, guys. So, okay, so 130 of you in the chat, guys. Great to see you here. If you're just joined us every morning, Cup of Crypto, whether you're watching this live or slightly delayed, we cover the news analysis for today. Everything you need to know about predicting the markets, where the trend lines are, where the support is, with resistance, everything. We take Q&A throughout the session as well, so we can all learn together. And guys, it's great to see you here. Please obliterate the like button for the almighty YouTube algorithm, guys. Make some noise. Let YouTube know we're one of the best communities here. So, news article, Bitcoin price news. Bitcoin hopes stoked as crypto enters its fourth most oversold time in history. So what it means by that, if we go into the daily chart on Bitcoin, what it's basically telling us here is, in terms of the relative strength index, I mean, even if you go into the weekly, what you'll see is the RSI is down. Okay, we're down and we're oversold. You can see this downward trend. So we're definitely oversold. And it's basically just highlighting that it's bearish. I mean, this is retail news, nothing to take too much attention to, but it's good to see these kind of headlines because it's time to get bullish more midterm. Not yet, because we obviously need a big breakup. By the way, since I did that trade, we're already up about $500 there. So I'll be showing you where my resistance levels are shortly. Another news, MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, he's added to his stash. He's now holding 125,000 Bitcoin. Okay, 125,000 Bitcoin. That is quite a significant amount of Bitcoin. Let's do the maths. How much Bitcoin does he hold? 125,000 times, what is it? It's about, I don't know, $38,000 at the moment. So he's holding, I can't even do that. What is that? 475 million or billion or 47 billion. I don't know. It's a lot of bloody Bitcoin dollar value that he owns and holds. Okay, so yeah, there are a couple of news articles I wanted to cover. Let's get into the price action. This is my favorite part of the morning live, and I know it's your favorite part too, but it's good to see what's happening in the news. So I'm gonna have a quick sip on my cup of crypto before we get into it good and proper here, guys. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, smash up the like button, guys, once again. And once again, for those just joining you, a very quick mention, the biggest BYBIT deposit bonus ever, guys. We're giving away a Rolex. Okay, if you want to win a Rolex just like this one, I've got the same one pretty much, a 41. It's about 15,000 USD, a US dollar watch. We're giving one away for free to the most successful trader. Just simply click on the link in the pinned comment of the chat, register for the global competition, which you'll be registered in, but just from our community, just within the Marzel community, the ones that register with this Win Rolex link, you will be selected out of the most successful trader. You will win a watch, and it's going to be decided on the 20th of February, so in 2 weeks' time. So, and I'll keep you updated every day on that, by the way, guys. So let's get into the price action for the day, guys. Let's talk about Bitcoin. This is a good place to kick things off. Let's get into it. So we're still in a downward trend. When you zoom out on the daily, right? Excuse me, I didn't have a sip of my cup of crypto. My mouth's going a bit dry. Hold on. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we're in this downward trend. We've been downtrending ever since the all-time high, 10th of November, when we reached about $69,500. Excuse me. So we're now down. We're in this downward trend. The trend, as you know, as we always say, is your friend until the end. And nothing's changed since we've basically gone sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, down, most likely what we anticipate next. Nothing's changed in that. But what we've been seeing in recent trading in the last few days, I don't know why that happened. Bear with me, guys. Let me get that out the way. What has happened in recent days is we have been uptrending in this ascending wedge, or potentially even ascending triangle, but it did break, and I couldn't call it an ascending triangle really, because actually it broke beneath it here, broke beneath it here. It's actually, if anything, more of like an ascending wedge, something like this, for example, something like that, you could say. And with this line here, it's got that line in the middle, potentially. So it's kind of an ascending channel. But the key thing is, right now, on the 4 hour at least, we're getting rejected out of this key resistance level, this sloping resistance level that I said has been in play for the whole time. This is why I've now entered a bigger short, and I know this is a Bitcoin chart, but on Ethereum's the same thing right now. I exited here, 2K profit. I've re-entered here, and now I'm obviously in my trade, now $1,300 in the red. By the way, guys, just to put things in perspective, I know some of you are thinking, oh my God, $1,400, you know, in the negative, that's huge. It is relative to how much you're trading. Just remember, guys, my take profit's down at $1,800, and I'll be netting 55K from that trade. So just to put things into perspective, so basically that's like, you know, if you had a tenth of the trade size, it's like being $150 down. So not concerned at this stage. So will I exit my short position? It will only be, you know, on the Ethereum price, if and when and if we break above this overall descending wedge on the Ethereum channel. So with Ethereum, we're in this descending channel. If we break above this level and the fib level, the 0.382, yeah, I'll probably be coming out of it and entering a long position there. But we're nowhere near that. We're in this ascending wedge. But let's do a proper TA on Bitcoin, and then we'll go into Ethereum, okay? So here we go, guys. On the 4 hour chart, let's zoom in and see what's going on. Let's see how we can make heads or tails of what's going on. So the first thing, obviously, we still have on the cards. I don't like them all different colors. Let's just put it all in white so we can see clearer what we're looking at here. We do have somewhat of a bear flag. Okay, that's one thing that you could consider. We still have this pattern that could play out, and it would be from maybe here, you could suggest, or maybe here, probably more likely here, this high here. And we do have a target there of about $29,000. There's probably an arc in there as well, which we can look at. The ARC system, for those of you that were in the beginners free trading session yesterday and learned more about our ARC system, you'll know exactly what I mean. But an arc really is essentially just a triangle, and everything is in arcs. Triangulation, that's how you predict basically price action within crypto markets. So is that a triangle? Not really. I wouldn't consider that a triangulation. Let's start again, maybe from the bottom, something like that, maybe something like that. So this makes more sense to me. So we're kind of in this triangulation at the moment, but the key thing is obviously we have this resistance coming down. In addition, let's look at the moving averages. Let's get rid of that arc so we can see it a bit more clearly. We do have the moving averages on the 4 hour here. So we did break above the 20 and the 50, but we have the 100, which is much more significant, just above us at $38,366. So obviously, until that's broken, you definitely can't consider it bullish. And I mean, if we did break it, it would actually start to get quite bullish, because this resistance line is the overall resistance line from the all-time high. So the other thing here is you are seeing some spillage. Once again, let's remove some lines just to clear it up so you can see. I won't move that one. I think that's fine. That's fine. The other potentially bearish pattern we have in the chart right now is this kind of looping pattern. Is kind of a shoulder, potential head, maybe another shoulder. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's bearish when you keep going up and then you come down. And there's definitely a strong resistance level. There's a couple of strong resistance levels locally, in fact, and they are here. Let's look at those together. So the first level is about $36,500. The stronger level is about $35,500. So there is significant support beneath us, but it's local support. It's local support. For example, if we run a volume profile here, what we can do is go swing low to the current price action, and the point of control, as you can see, is just above this line here. If we run the volume profile from the high of this pattern, from here down to current price action, that will also give us an interesting indicator of where the volume is and where it's being traded. Again, it leads to the same place. So there will definitely be support locally at anywhere between 36.9 down to 36.5, and then if that breaks, the next level is around $35,600 you must consider. So that's Bitcoin short term. Let's have a look at something else. I want to look at the fib levels locally. Okay, so in terms of the local Fibonacci retracement levels, we could do a swing high to swing low here, and I think we need to get rid of some lines to see what we're doing. So let's remove that one. Let's remove that one, because these are just going to get in the way and confuse us. And let's remove this one for now. We don't really need it. So yeah, fib levels, swing high to swing low, to tell us exactly where we've come in terms of resistance. We have come down. We've definitely broken golden pocket levels. That was done, and we're now obviously getting resisted off the 0.53, 38,183. You could do it the other way if you call this a local bottom, to find your support. Basically swing low, swing high, and we could come down to these sort of levels and find support. So again, it's at that 36,000 golden pocket, around 35,300. So I mean, all indicators right now are indicating that we are likely to go down, just simply and mainly because of this bigger resistance in the chart, this sloping resistance where we've had numerous touch points, 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially now creating 5. Not to say it can't break out, it definitely can, but it's just more unlikely. On this daily chart, let's see the moving average. I mean, we've got the 20-day right in the way of us now as well. We saw what it looked like on the 4-hour, 100 days there. On the 2-hour, you've got the 200-day moving average there. on the 1 hour, we haven't got resistance in terms of moving averages, but of course we have this overall resistance line. So Bitcoin's going to find it really difficult to break out right now. And I could talk to you about some on-chain data as well, which is a bit too technical and boring to cover in the live stream, but there's a lot of liquidations happening at around this price of people that have basically gone short, and that normally indicates it's getting time to short. We can also see on-chain data about the short-long ratio, and in fact, let's have a look at that together. That would be interesting to see. So that I always do this, the Binance long short ratio. This is an interesting thing to see, guys, because it tells you if there's a lot more longs in the market, it's basically getting time to short. So let's go on the long short ratio. That's the 5 minute. Let's go into the 1 hour. So currently, actually, we are seeing it's about an even split. It's actually slightly less longs at the moment, more shorts in the market. So actually, if you go by this alone, then you wouldn't be too attracted to shorting. But if you look at the bigger time frames here, it's probably going to give you a slightly different picture. Like we've had 53%, 48% now. So we need to watch this closely and see how this plays out as well. So yeah, back into the price action. That's Bitcoin. The summary of Bitcoin at the moment, if anyone wants like a general summary of where things are, it's of course still bearish because we're still in this downward trend. But you know, guys, this has to break at some point. It broke, you know, it obviously changed here. It changed here. In previous cycles, it's obviously changed, and you can't just keep going down and going down. So ultimately, if you run a fib level from where the bull market started, March 2020, I've shown you this, guys, on the channel before. If you go swing low to swing high, the golden pocket, the point where you would expect resistance to come down to, is still all the way down at around $28,500, $29,000. So I am expecting the pattern to continue down, up, or down sideways, down, up, down. That's the next leg, according to the technicals here. That's exactly what should play out until we're told otherwise. So that's what I'm expecting to happen in terms of a percentage. If you want to get in a short like this, it's great value right now because it's a 24% move. And in terms of how it would look in terms of a trade, guys, what you would do here is something like this. You would get your short position calculator. If you were entering now at 37,870, your target, your profit is all the way down here, let's say 28,800 thereabouts. And what you would see is, in terms of a stop loss, you would have your stop probably, I mean, let's bring the moving averages back in here on this daily chart. You'd have it above this 20-day. And if you went into the 4 hour, you may want to have it just above this 200, but remember this 200 is coming down. So you could put it about there. By the time it reaches there, it will be coming down. So in terms of a risk to reward ratio on that basis, it's a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But equally, I would comfortably have it about here, to be quite honest, giving you a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So it's a nice trade you can put on. And anyone that wants to learn how to trade, start trading, link in the pinned comments for the chat. When you sign up, you will be entered into a competition. This global competition. There is a bonus, by the way, using my link anyway, up to $1,200 bonus. But guys, you will win a Rolex if you're the most profitable trader just within our community. So do check that out. So Ethereum. Let's move on to Ethereum. I'm going to have a quick look at the chat, quick look at the comments, see if there's anything interesting to talk about. I can see Ethereum is coming down slightly now on the 1 hour, potential rejection here. Let's have a quick look at my trade. So it's currently down now $1,200, $1,000. So I'm expecting that to go into profit quite soon. But obviously I won't be looking to take profit until we're at least sort of near this $55,000 profit level. Right, Ethereum. Let me have a quick look at the chat. I'm going to have a sip of my cup of crypto and I'll see if there's any interesting questions to read out. A few people have said morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Great to see you here on A Cup of Crypto. Obviously, if you're watching with us now, fantastic. Great to see you. If you're watching this later, still absolutely as relevant. Smash up the like button. Someone said, Marzell, are you an Essex boy? No, No, I'm not actually. Where I live is only about 20 minutes from Essex. I live in a place called Hertfordshire. It's north of London. I'm from North London. I'm not an Essex boy. If I was an Essex boy, I'd talk a bit more like that. You know what I mean? If I was from Essex, that's how I would sound. Something like that anyway. But I don't sound like that. I'm a bit posh. I'm not posh, but I'm a bit posher than that. Good morning from Switzerland. Good morning. One of the best countries in the world. You got the chocolate, you got the cheese, you got the skiing, you got the mountains. I love it. So yeah, I'm having a nice butter coffee. Awesome, Louis. Butter coffee is the way forward. I drink butter coffee. It's a normal black coffee with butter in it. It helps with my ketogenic diet. Can I explain cross and isolated margin? Great question, and a very educational one as well. I will explain that. Yes. So basically, when you're trading, you have two different types of margin. When you click here, you've got isolated and cross. Okay. Isolated is where you're isolating a certain amount to be lost from your entire portfolio. Let's say, for example, you had $1,000 in your account, but you only wanted to risk $100 of that account. If you do isolated margin, your liquidation will be accounted into the localized isolated margin. If you do cross, you're essentially utilizing your whole assets in terms of leverage, and it's much riskier trading on cross. If you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend isolated. It's much safer to do so. Don't get me wrong, when you're a bit more experienced, it can be useful to use cross, but in 9 out of 10 scenarios, you want to use isolated margin. Hi from Poland. Hello in Poland. Are you from Warsaw? Are you from Gdańsk? Are you from Krakow? Let us know. Good morning from PA, USA. I guess that's Pennsylvania. Very early morning to you, Barry. I do respect you up at 5, 6 in the morning to join us in these lives. Great to see you there. Betting on the prices going down. That's what we're doing at the moment. We are betting on the prices going down, and we're going to move on to Ethereum in a minute. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. Krakow. Great stuff. Great to see you there. Definition of shorting. The definition of shorting is, in fact, you know what? Google's going to explain this better than me. Shorting, I mean, in the basic sense, it's betting on the market going down and profiting, and you're essentially borrowing money off long traders. But what is shorting? What is shorting? Short selling. So, short selling, yeah. Short selling is an investment or trading strategy that speculates on the decline. So traders may use short selling speculation. Okay, we know that. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. This is what I know will be explained better here than me trying to explain it. In short selling, a position is opened by borrowing shares, or in this case, cryptocurrency, but it's derivatives. So it's borrowing crypto or other assets that investors believe will decrease in value. So the investor then sells these borrowed shares to buyers willing to pay the market price before the borrowed shares must be returned. So the trader is betting that the price will continue to decline and they can purchase them at a lower cost. The risk of loss on a short sale is theoretically unlimited since the price of an asset can climb to infinity. True, but that's why you need to manage risk and use stop losses. One of the main things we teach in the Trading Academy. By the way, if anyone's interested in joining the Trading Academy, we're currently running a 33% discount. Link is down below for all the information there. Click on the Patreon link for the information, but use the direct link to sign up because there's up to a 33% discount there. Short selling occurs when an investor borrows a security and sells it on the open market. Okay, so that's basically what short selling is. Good morning from Texas. Good morning. Is it Austin? Is it Dallas? Great to see people from all over the world. Good morning from the Philippines. Love Philippines. Been to Boracay, I've been to Cebu, beautiful country. If you guys, anyone that hasn't been to the Philippines has to go. It's a beautiful country. So let's move on to the Ethereum price, guys. Great to see so many of you in here. We're up to 166 people. We got 75 people. Smash the like button. Hold on, that math doesn't add up. We've got 75 likes and 166 of you in here. We should have at least 166 likes. Guys, go down below and just smash up the like. Even if you're watching this on your television, make sure you press the cursor up, go onto that little button and find where you can like. We need to get the likes going. That's the only way, guys, we're going to get more people into the community, into cryptocurrency. We need to let YouTube know that this is the best crypto content on the internet. Thank you. Speech over. So Ethereum. Oh, the likes are going up. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. Let's get way over 100 likes in the next minute. That would be amazing. Let's start on the daily for Ethereum. Let's start on the daily. We're going to remove some of these indicators to start with to see how we are looking. So Ethereum, as we know, we've been downtrending like Bitcoin over the last couple of months since its all-time high. We've been rejected off the resistance here. We've been rejected here. We haven't retested it. And I am thinking that Ethereum could come up for a retest, potentially as high as somewhere around the region of 3,000, well, let's say between 2,965 up to potentially, I would suggest somewhere around 3,131. If we run a more local retracement here, from this previous high to here, our golden pocket is actually coming in at 2,939 to $2,990. So I will enter another short position. I'm going to be setting up a limit order if we come up to around this 2,929 price. In fact, let's do it now. It's fun doing it with you. It's good for you guys to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to set up a limit order here at 2,990, and we'll do we'll put in a 50% of the trade here. So I'm going to make sure post only is selected, so it only takes as limit order. I'm going to press open short. So when I click open short, that's going to go into my active. So that will only get filled if, you can't see it, excuse me guys, 1 minute. That will only get filled if the price goes up to 2,990, guys. So it's basically and essentially just dollar costing average into the trade, but in reverse. As the price goes higher, if the price goes higher, we're going to be entering it, which will mean our entry price is going to increase. So our average is higher, which is good if you are shorting, right? And that will, of course, change our profit. I mean, that might go up to something like $70,000 profit if that trade gets filled, if the price comes down to my target, ultimately at $1,800. Bear in mind, this is a more mid to long-term trade. I don't expect this to happen overnight. I could be in this position a week. I could be in a month, or I could exit the position if it goes pear-shaped and we start rallying and Bitcoin decides to take a big rally out of this descending wedge. But everything I'm seeing in the on-chain data, in the technicals, suggests that that is more unlikely than likely at the moment. But obviously, I will keep you updated. Anybody, by the way, that wants to keep in touch with my real-time trade signals, guys, you can do so here on my, where has it gone? My real-time trade signals. So this is where I update you guys. Let me move myself so you can see. In fact, let me minimize this a little bit. Anybody that can see this, what's going on? What is going on? What is going on? So basically, these are. Let me move myself. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this right. Let's move that here. Let's move me here. Yeah. So basically, these are my real-time trade signals. If you want these, link is down below as well, and you just simply need to sign up. It brings you onto a Google form. You need to submit your email address, but prior to doing that, you simply need to create a BYBIT account using my affiliate link there. I'll earn a bonus from that. That's why I give my trade signals for free. You'll also earn a bonus. But equally, guys, I would suggest to sign up with the pinned comment BYBIT link in the chat, because you will, if you're the most successful trader between now and the 20th of February, you will win a Rolex just like this. Me and BYBIT have teamed up together to give away a Rolex 41. $15,000 watch, guys, and you will not find that with any other YouTube influencers right now. This is an exclusive promotion. They liked my watch at a meeting, and I said, can we give one to my audience? And they said, do you know what? We can. So for you guys exclusively, you basically just need to sign up with the link. It will bring you to this page, which is a global competition, which you'll be entered to as well. But only the Marzel Money community have a chance of winning this, the watch, basically. Okay, it will be the most successful trader in the next 2-week period. 20th of February, competition closes. Every day I'll be updating you on what's going on there, guys. So let's go back into the Ethereum price action. Let's take a look at what is going on here. I just need to bring myself back here. This will only take 1 second. Shall I be a bit bigger? I'll be a bit bigger for you guys. Why not? And let's also make sure that that is in play. So, someone said hi from Blackpool. Hi, I went there as a kid, actually. They've got an awesome tower there, good fun fare, nice fish and chips. That's what I would say about Blackpool. Right, so let's look at Ethereum a bit more locally on the 4-hour and on the daily. So we'll start on the 4-hour here. We'll see what's going on. So basically, yesterday, when we did the live stream, I was still in my overall short position. We did come down to around this point, okay? So I traded down. I exited my short. I took profit because I saw another pump coming, and lo and behold, the pump came. This was all in the trade signals group. Once again, you have to join my real-time signals if you want to see what I'm doing in real time. But right now I'm seeing this rising wedge. There's potentially an arc there as well. You could consider it, I guess. Let's have a look. Something like that, maybe something like that. Yeah, so we're in an arc, and it's an ascending triangle. For that, I need to make myself a bit smaller. I'm in the way. So for those not familiar, an ascending triangle means we're going to move more likely to the downside. And it would also correspond nicely with what's been going on in other price action. Of course, we may not break down yet. We could come down here. We could get another pump up. And that's when my short order may come in. Or we could do something like this. We could come down again, test this line, and then we could go back up again. We could come down, we could come down. But ultimately, my prediction is we will come down. The initial target from this is the bottom of the wedge. So from the current price action, you're targeting a big drop of about 24% down to around $2,150. So a good trade there for value, in my opinion. You could have your stop loss somewhere around here. I mean, in terms of like a short position, how would it look? You would basically maybe put your stop loss up here for real comfort, put your long target down here. It's about almost a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, so a nice short trade. But ultimately, guys, I think there's a lot more in it than dropping to this level, because if I go back into the daily, and show you my levels and the golden pocket that I'm targeting around 1880, I mean, ultimately, guys, this could be about a 31% move. So it could be pretty big. The great thing about shorting when we're in a bear market, guys, okay, is that what you can do is, of course, profit from the falling price. So you'll be making dollars from the price going down. And then when you exit your position at the bottom, you're going to have this profit, this money. And guess what? It's then the perfect time to buy for the long term or for a long-term trade. So it's about wealth cycles. It's about accumulating wealth in cryptocurrency. So this is why I love shorting the market when we're in a bear, when we're looking bearish, because most people are just obviously they're buying crypto, they're holding it. And of course, that's great as a long-term strategy, don't get me wrong. But if you really want to take advantage of the volatility, trading is a great way to do that. But a big disclaimer, trading is risky AF. I say AF now because on one of my first live cup of crypto streams, I got demonetized. They didn't like that I swore, so now I say AF. I think you all know what I mean. But if you want to trade and you're serious about learning to trade, I couldn't recommend highly enough to check out our MTA, the Marzell Trading Academy, guys. The Marzell Trading Academy, quick mention, my quick plug, my quick promotion, but it's for educational purposes, and I think you guys would find a lot of value in it. This is Discord. Some of you will not be familiar with Discord, but it's a community-based platform. On Discord, we have real-time live video streaming, myself with my coaches, general chats. We have our trade setup channels, so we have an interactive finger on the pulse of what's going on any given asset at any time. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, altcoin trades. In fact, let's go to a trade setup in the academy right now to help with our TA ETH trade setups. So let's go to something local. Kundalini Crypto, he's our head coach. So he's basically saying, looks like the Elliott wave had another leg up, move to C, cover the latest candle. When you put a fib, you can see the golden pocket. So what Kundalini Crypto is showing us, let's make this a bit bigger. He's showing us this current arc, and we're currently at the golden pocket of resistance at 2,850. And ultimately, we are likely now to make our move down to around $2,419. So joining our TA, guys, you learn how to chart, you learn how to do technical analysis. Trading, putting a trade on BYBIT is 5%. of trading. 95% is the technicals and working out a trade. So anyone that wants to learn, currently running a huge discount, limited time offer, only 33% off. Go and check it out if you are serious about wanting to learn to trade and you are seeking financial freedom, because that's what trading can do, because you can trade from anywhere in the world and make money from anywhere in the world, basically. Quit the 9 to 5 and all that good stuff there. So Ethereum, let's go back into it. We've checked out the daily. We've had a look at the 4 hour. I think my TA corresponds pretty accurately with what Kundalini Crypto, our head coach, was showing us. So let's see what's going on the more local time frame. Let's zip right into the 1 hour here and see if there's any other confluence with our moving averages. So moving averages currently on the 1 hour, it's looking quite bullish as far as moving averages go. But on the 2 hour, similar story. 4 hour, we're between the 100 and the 200. Okay, so be careful here. We could be coming up this this ascending wedge a bit further potentially, and we could come up to around 2,950. I think actually, if I go back into what Kundalini was saying, no, he was saying 2,850 was the level. So yeah, but we could come up a bit higher. It's possible. And remember that this white line here was our previous resistance. So anything up to like $3,014 is possible. On my BYBIT short, my stop loss, my liquidation is at 3,128. So yeah, which is above this level. So I'm comfortable with that at the moment. So this is how it's looking into the hour. So we've seen our moving averages, not entirely relevant on the hour, because it's telling us that we are looking above that. In terms of relative strength, we are completely overbought on the hour. Another sign that we could be looking at lower prices short term, any short term at least anyway. That's the relative strength index. Let's run a volume profile here from swing low to current price action to see where our point of control is. This is an interesting metric. Not a lot of people use this, but I find it very accurate. So we're looking likely point of control is down at about $2,444 there. So I'm going to have a quick look at the chat, see if anyone's got any questions about what we're looking at in the chart now. And of course, guys, quick reminder to smash up the infamous and notorious and amazing like button for the amazing YouTube algorithm. Let people know that we are by far the best morning crypto live broadcast show in the internet, on the internet. So make some noise there. 116 likes. I appreciate it, guys. The likes are coming up nice and steadily, guys. So trailing stop loss, someone said. A trailing stop loss, guys, is basically where you have a stop loss programmed to chase the current price action. I only recommend using this if you are a very experienced trader. So, right. Any questions about the current price action? We're going to be covering the altcoins. We're going to be going over EGLD and XRP and ADA. Someone said, sorry, came in late. Are you leaning towards it going up or down? I'm leaning towards it going down, more mid long term and short term now actually as well. A nice short term trade here on Ethereum would be this trade. Okay, if you want a nice short term short, it would be this trade. Have a tight stop loss because we could still rise up the wedge, but in terms of risk to reward ratio, it's about 3.5 to 1 risk. So look at this beautiful trade. You could trade it down to around here. You got support coming in, so I'll put my take profit around 2,660. That's a nice trade, guys. You can go on to BYBIT. You can go Ethereum, USDT, put in Ethereum, put your short in, and make a nice trade there. Again, anyone that's new joining, the pinned comment link for BYBIT is a global competition which you can win up to 1.2 million. But out of our community that sign up through this link and deposit at least $250, you will be winning one of these beauties, a Rolex 41. Competition ends on the 20th of February. It's a $15,000 watch, and I will be giving it away. We're going to make a nice post about it as well. If you're in the UK, I will meet you in person. If the winner is outside the UK, we'll be doing like a live video, and we'll make a nice video out of it so we can all congratulate you together. It's basically based on the most profitable trader. Okay, it will be picked on the 20th of February. So let's go back into the price action. Let me know in the chat if you've signed up for this Rolex competition. I want to know how many of you have entered. BYBIT told me that ideally they want at least 50 people in this competition. They won't limit it. They won't say, okay, we haven't got 50 people, so I'm not running it. But they said, Alex, in order for us to continue doing this, we need at least 50 people. So let me know in the chat if any of you have actually signed up with that link for the competition. It'd be good to know so I can give some feedback there. Right, what about those big drops down to 1700? Do I think it's going to happen? I do think it's going to happen. I do indeed think it's going to happen. In terms of the daily here, what we're currently seeing is the golden pocket down at as low as 1713. I think a safer place would be around 1915, and then 1713 is a low. I'll be navigating it and of course looking at it as time goes on, but yeah, you have to watch this closely. So in terms of the next hour, nice short-term trade, you know, you're looking at down to this level around 2660, but we could follow this wedge up. It depends on what Bitcoin's doing, but the reason I think Ethereum might be coming down is because Bitcoin right now is at a very key resistance level. It's this resistance level that we've been watching ever since the all-time high at. This resistance have come down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, maybe down, maybe down. Super chat in the house. I always answer super chats. Thank you for the super chat. Lee Elias, what makes you invest into certain types of crypto versus others? So I'll answer that first. So I only invest in crypto with actual utility and value. Bitcoin, I believe, is valuable because it's scarce, it's divisible, it's transferable, it's deflationary, you can't print it. There's only ever going to be 21 million of them, Lee, sorry. And basically it has real value. It was the first to market, and 90% of the time first to market means it's going to be one of the winners at least. And yeah, it has real value. Okay, it is valuable. Ethereum has value because it's the most biggest cryptocurrency in terms of network usage. About 10,000 other cryptocurrencies are built on ERC20, which is the Ethereum blockchain. So Ethereum is a very valuable protocol. So the other part of your question was, do you only invest in crypto with strong technology? Pretty much, yeah. I sometimes go in with a whim, a complete gamble on like a crap coin, and like just because it's so overbought, but I'll be in and out of it in a few days. But ultimately, if I'm holding, I'll be investing in things like XRP that I have real value, ADA have real value, Solana have real value. Will you get into any crypto with weak tech simply because of the technicals? Yes, I will. I'm a technical trader, so yes, I will. Thanks for the super chat. I'll always prioritize them, of course, because your support is much appreciated. How to tell if the market is going bullish? Well, for Bitcoin right now, to know if the market's going bullish is when we break out of this resistance line, right? So if and when, I mean when, but because it will happen eventually, when we break out of that resistance line, you can ultimately turn bullish if we get a couple of daily candles that bounce off of it and confirm. One daily candle isn't really enough. There's also a lot of resistance around the 40k level. You don't want to fake out, so you're basically waiting to see if this resistance line basically pops out. If it pops out, we can consider it to start looking bullish, but at the moment it's definitely mid-term bearish for sure. So let's go back into Ethereum, and then we'll move on to some altcoins and see what's going on. So we're currently seeing the Ethereum price in this ascending arc, this ascending channel here. Okay, I'm just moving over my screen a bit. You won't be able to see this, but I can't see what I'm seeing, so I'm just minimizing that a bit. That's better. So yeah, we're in this ascending arc, ascending channel. We've been rising up a bit. Another thing we can look at, guys, that I don't cover normally in my videos, but it is something we cover in the academy, is Elliott wave. So we can look at Elliott waves together. You might find this interesting. So Elliott impulse waves normally happen in stages of 5. So you always have a 1 starts here, you have a 2, the 3, okay, is always sort of your longest one here, which I would likely put here. You have a so you put your 3 here, 4, and then your mountain peak up here is 5. You could look at that. So now we're expecting an ABC correction. So after that happens, in terms of a correctional wave, you're going to have something similar. So you're going to have like maybe like an A could happen, could have a B, and then a C could take us down here, for example. So that's Elliott wave theory. It's one of the things that we look at in the academy. It's what we teach, along with our unique ARC system, how we measure things. So that's one interesting aspect you may want to see. The Elliott wave is definitely locally in that routine. So anything else we can look at here to give us more confluence? I think we've covered it. We've covered the moving averages. We've covered Elliott waves. So yeah, that's it. That's Ethereum. My thing here is short term. We're coming down likely to probably around 2,693. More midterm, there's still a potential that we'd rise a little bit higher up this channel. However, it's probably a 50-50. But ultimately, I'm expecting a breakdown out of this rising wedge. That's why I think that we're going, guys. So before we move on to our favorite altcoins, guys, we're gonna do something fun like I like to do on my channel. We're gonna be giving away a hat. Okay, I'm gonna go onto my Twitter here and I'm gonna do something fun to help the engagement, to help this community grow as well. But it's a great opportunity for me to give away some merch, because who doesn't want a Marzell money hat, guys? All right, so a quick munch in here. What should we say? Oh, I know what we need to do really. We need to go onto my YouTube channel and we need to get the link for this live stream so we can bring more people into it. So we're going to go here. You're going to see a bit of the back end of my YouTube here, guys. Quite interesting. I don't know how interesting that is. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But we're going to do this tweet quickly just before we move on to my altcoin analysis, predictions, and your favorite coins. So we're going to get the link to this live stream, which is live right now. It's this one. I'm going to get the shareable link. We're going to go over to Twitter. I'm going to put live now with the best community, which is you guys. And I'm putting the link. I want you all to go on my Twitter now. If you don't already follow me, it's at Marzell Money. When I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm posting here, predictions, analysis, so go follow me. I'm going to tweet this now. I would like you guys, I would appreciate it if you guys obliterate the like on this tweet, quote retweet it. So go here, quote retweet, leave a comment, get the engagement going, and the appreciation is highly, highly, highly appreciated, guys, because it really does help these lives and build a community. And in about 10 minutes time, I'm going to go to the comments. Whoever's commented, whoever's quote retweeted, I'll be picking a winner and I'll be sending one of you a Marzell Money hat, official merchandise. Okay, thank you guys. The likes are coming in, quote retweets are coming in. Muchly appreciated. So let's go back into price action. We've covered Ethereum. We have been downtrending a little bit, and I guess my trade is now not as badly in the red. What is it? Still $1,500 in the red. So we're waiting. I mean, you can see on this BYBIT chart, well, it's a trading view chart, but it's on BYBIT. You can see there's definitely support at this level. Definitely support at 2826. So we're waiting to see if that breaks. Okay, that's what we're waiting to see. A little bit of a bullish divergence, a bearish divergence as well. Okay, that normally symbolizes lower price action. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You've also got a local resistance line, something like that. Maybe kind of a bearish triangle, potentially, on this 5-minute chart. It's just a 5-minute chart. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So yeah, altcoins. We're going into the altcoins. We are going to see what it's looking at. And do I use... Couple of quick questions. Do I use any other charting software other than TradingView? Nope, not really. TradingView exclusively. And of course, the Academy. Everything going on the Academy. We have some amazing traders, coaches, and obviously it's a real pleasure to be working with some of those guys, because you know exactly what's going on in the market before anybody else, and it's a great way for people to learn. In the Elliott correction for ETH, can the 3 still stop at the support line of the falling wedge? Can the 3 line still stop at the support of the falling wedge? Not sure if I get what you mean there. Apologies. But I'm going to move on to some altcoins. I want to move on to Cardano. Cardano we've been watching for a little while, and it's at a really interesting point, okay? Very, very interesting, because the support is so significant. Look at the significance of the support. It looks like we're about to rally. Now, if Bitcoin and Ethereum continue moving sideways and slightly down, there's no reason why ADA can move up, because sometimes it does have a bit of an inverse effect. We're also nearing the bottom of this channel. So could be a nice trade there on Cardano to go up. If we go into the local on the 1 hour, let's see if there's any nice Cardano trades here. Locally, you got to be careful, okay, because we're in a clearly defined channel. In fact, very, very short term, you may be more inclined to look at a short. Moving averages, we got rejected off the 200. Yeah, there's not enough value in it. I mean, if we come to the top of this channel, if we come to around $1.07 then maybe a nice short down to 101. That could be a nice trade. I wouldn't touch it at the moment, but more mid-long term, it's a nice long position for sure. For sure. Let's check out XRP. So XRP, start on the 4 hour here. So my chart is a bit messy. Apologies. Let's tidy it up. So XRP is in an arc, as you can see. Probably don't need that line, and we probably don't need that line. So you can see we're in this arc. It's a continuation pattern as well. Potential bear flag. You can see the flagpole, and it could potentially be looking something like that. We could be breaking to the downside. XRP, in my opinion, is still quite bearish. I mean, if you go into the daily, we have a daily arc, or it's actually a 4 hour arc, but I'm on the daily chart. You can see how these arcs play out. So top, bottom, top, coming down potentially to the bottom before we break out. I have a target here of about 41 cents. So ultimately it should follow what Bitcoin's doing. And obviously I believe Bitcoin is heading more so down than up right now. But obviously when the bull market kicks back in, XRP is a great position to have and start averaging into, especially if we come down to sort of the mid 40s, 41 cent level. Thanks, Lee, for the other super chat. Much appreciated. At what point or how long of a downward trend would you need to see in order to think we are in a crypto winter? So where Bitcoin's concerned, in terms to go in a crypto winter, you have to look at these levels. The golden pocket is going to be crucial in terms of holding if we go that low. And if we break below sort of 25,000, you have to expect the next level, which in my opinion is going to be, you can't see it on this chart, but is about 20,000. And that would be the previous all-time high of the last bull cycle, which was in the end of 2017. If we break 20K and we don't see much bounce, you know, in the few days it reaches that, then you have to consider a winter. And we could stay that way like we have historically for 12 to 18 months. That's possible. That is possible. So, but yeah, at the moment, we're definitely not in a crypto winter. We're definitely not even necessarily in a bear market. What is a local bear market? It's a correction. Okay, it's a correction. I wouldn't consider it a bear market. A bear market is brutal and boring. This is not boring. This is volatile. Great for trading. So yeah, locally, what we were covering was XRP. I'm expecting XRP still to have another leg down. Like I said, around 41 cents. It could even go lower, potentially up to around 30, 31, 32 potentially on the XRP price. Matic Polygon, that's not relevant. But currently on the 4 hour chart, we don't need that one anymore. There's probably an arc here we can look at. I would bring an arc here to look at this together. If we triangulate this, probably something like that. No, that doesn't look too good. It's a bit flat. Let's look in the 4 hour, see if anything's a bit clearer here. Yeah, this is a bit better to look at. Let's see what Matic is doing and what's likely to happen more short term. So, okay, so we should have an arc here. So we're looking likely something like that. So the target out of this, we're watching to see if and when this breaks. At the moment, it's not clear which way it's going to break, but if you move to the upside, you can expect a target of around $2 and 10 cents. If we move to the downside, you could expect a price of all the way down at about $1.01. So that could get quite bearish indeed. So that's Matic right now. Solana, congratulations if you took my trade signal yesterday. I put a lot of Solana long, if I can find it. Here you go. Just taken a Solana long. So again, real-time trade signals linked below. You'll get my trades as I do them. You just simply need to click the link beneath this video in the comment, not in the comments, in the video description, and you will be able to get these signals in real time. You just need to follow the link. It's a Google form. You need to create a BYBIT account using my affiliate link, deposit into that account, and then you'll gain automatic access to the trade signals. But we called it here. We called it at about $96. You can see currently price action is up now at around, where's my charts? Price action is now up at $105, and we're still targeting a bit further. So congratulations for those of you that were in that trade. Will be in beautiful profit so far, at least 12% already. So yeah, congratulations. Let me know if you were in that trade or you're still in that trade. Someone's saying Elrond. We will cover Elrond. We will be covering Elrond. Good morning from Canada. Good morning. Did ETH break out? We've been looking at ETH, and ETH has not broken out. No, we're watching this ascending wedge at the moment, and actually it's currently getting rejected currently. So we have some on the daily. We're actually struggling to break the averages at the moment. In fact, on the hourly, it probably even, no, it wasn't the hourly. Excuse me, guys. It was the 4 hour. Yeah, we've got the 200-day above us here. So let's look and see what's going on with Mana. I want to check out Mana. Decentraland's in a very, very interesting chart formation at the moment, guys. I'm going to be taking more requests in a moment of what you want to cover. I just need to move my screen a bit. That's better. Perfect. So yeah, Mana, Decentraland has now potentially broken this trend. I'm a bit concerned about this spilling. So there's on Mana, there's a big resistance line at $2.71. We did have this rising channel as well, and it looks like it's broken to the downside, but we haven't had volume in yet. Watch the volume carefully here, because it looks like we may be spilling, and we might see a downward move back to around $1.82, which would be a huge trade, about 31% move. So I wouldn't be looking to enter a long right now. I'd be more so looking at a short on Mana right now. Looks like there's more value in it for sure. Lee, thank you again for the super chats. I do really appreciate it. Lee says, with Cardano, do they have any actual deliveries, or has it been just all white paper hopes and dreams? I read that ADA could possibly find themselves in the same boat as XRP. I don't know. It's different. It's different to XRP because they're not arguing over whether it's like a security or not. ADA is very... The thing with ADA, it is an amazing blockchain, a protocol. It is much more advanced and valuable than Ethereum's proof of work, ADA with its proof of stake. And ADA's actually playing the slow game. They're playing the slow game, and they have everything in place, and they're basically just trying to build up usability on the development side right now. So Cardano's a great mid-long-term hold. Hello there from the Netherlands. Will Ethereum still go down to the golden pocket? I believe so. That's what I'm currently trading it. Again, to recap on Ethereum, you know, on this daily chart, for those of you that, you know, we covered this already, but you can see that out of this descending wedge, we're now in this rising ascending channel, and the golden pocket ultimately is still down at between $1,700 and $1,900. So ultimately, I am expecting still downward price action. You could potentially, I know we've got this channel, but you could potentially look at a channel like this that hasn't broken, if you see what I mean. Like if I was to remove that line, you could potentially look at it like that. It still does make some sense because you've got that spike there. Let me zoom in. So we could just be in this downward channel, but I'm being very careful right now in my short because we still could go a bit higher if this ascending wedge, this local ascending wedge, doesn't play out. Volume is decreasing though, by the way. As we've been moving up in price, volume has been decreasing, which is a more of a bearish sign than a bullish sign. But of course, we could still rally up to $3,000, possibly slightly higher. I mean, the moving averages, as you saw before, The 200 is up at actually 3,400. I don't think we'll go that low. What we are seeing as well is we've seen the 20-day death cross the 200. Okay, we've seen the 50 death cross the 200. These are normally very bearish indicators. So I am anticipating the price to come down. That's what I'm anticipating. We all love ETH in this community. We do. It's my favorite coin. Guys, I'm going to have a quick sip of my cup of crypto before we move on to the next one. Let me know what you're drinking. Smash the like as well. How many likes have we actually got now? Let's have a like count, and we're going to move on to my tweet as well and see. 137 likes, guys. That's not bad. I appreciate that. But 145 of you currently in here, and nearly the same amount of likes. But of course, some people have left. Some people come out. Get the likes up, guys. Come on, smash the like, smash the like. So let's look at the tweet that we put. 30. So guys, once again, this is the last mention of this before I pick a winner of a hat. You're going to win a brand new Marzell Money hat. Go onto my Twitter right now. Follow me at Marzell Money, and go onto my recent tweet. Live now with the best community. Smash the like, quote retweet, leave a comment. Remember, guys, only those that have left a comment have a chance of winning a hat. So John White has actually... He won a hat the other day, and look, I hope he doesn't mind me doing this. I'm sure he doesn't. His profile picture is actually wearing the Marzell Money hat. John, you must have a cat. Look at the fluff there. But hat suits you, mate. Look great. So, yeah. Couple of people have said, following from the UK, loving the crypto updates, analysts, watch every day. Great stuff, Stephen. Greetings from Belgium, my favorite. Family, thank you from the heart. Great stuff. So get those comments going. I will be picking a winner in about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes time, okay? So that's once again at Marzell Money. Okay, let's go back into the price action. Oh, by the way, we were watching this short-term 5-minute trend on Ethereum. Potential break to the downside, okay? We're coming to the apex in at 11:25 a.m. UK time, which is in 10 minutes. We will approach the apex, and something's going to give either a move to the downside or a possible move to the upside. At the moment, we are obviously forming this more bearish pattern. I'm expecting it breaks to the downside, and we might see this trade in the red, $1,100 in the red, start going nearer to the green. But this is a longer term trade, guys. For those of you that just joined me, this should net about $55,000 if it plays out down to 1,881 price target. Price is spiking. Look at that. Is it going to get touched on this resistance line? What happens? Is it going to break out? It might break out. It might be breaking out. Or is it going to get rejected? By the way, that's not a breakout yet. This is a 5-minute chart, and you've got to watch the volume. Let's go into the minute. Let's go into the minute here. Is volume coming in? So you look at the volume down here. Maybe we can make that a bit bigger. Is volume picking up? Potentially. Not a great deal of volume yet. So volume is picking up. It might be a breakout out of this very, very local time frame wedge, but let's see. I'll come back to that volume in a minute. Right, new candle. So the volume, as you can see, that candle finished. Sorry, it's very small. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Here we go. That volume wasn't particularly big, so I can't really consider it a big breakout. Probably going to come back down now, unless volume really does spike up. But anyway, that's how that's looking currently. We'll come back to that in a minute. But overall, Ethereum, we're in this rising wedge, and that's how things are currently looking. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep tabs on that closely. So someone's asked, wouldn't you normally check the volume on different exchanges? Not really, no. I would just check it on BYBIT. They don't really differ too much. They don't differ too much from platform to platform. Obviously, the volume, okay, the amount of volume traded, but the relative volume doesn't change too much. Wouldn't you normally wink, please? Someone wants me to wink, or is that a cryptocurrency? Please check SXP. Sorry, Alex, went through Solana? Did we go through Solana? We did. Solana, for those of you that caught my trade signal, you'll be in nice profits by now, because in the trade signals group, we called that perfectly, and we're in profit here. It's on its way up. And I do have a target of Solana in the next few days, which is bullish. Solana's actually looking like it might come up and break out and reach somewhere around $124. I'm quite bullish on Solana locally. What we could do here is take a quick look at Shiba. Shiba is in an interesting place because it's just been, I mean, if you look at the daily on Shiba, it's probably one of the worst affected in terms of percentage. I mean, it was completely wrecked. If you want a good value altcoin right now, a complete gamble, of course, but nonetheless, good value. There's not many things that are down like 76%. So SHIB could be a good one there to take, you know, a midterm, longer term swing position in. Let's have a look at Luna. Luna currently is in a downward wedge. Let's get rid of the moving averages a sec. So in this downward wedge, we were tracking this support line, this white line here, which was significant for a while, but it looks like we've broken to the downside out of that. So the target for Luna is about $42.75. You do have an arc here as well, something that looks like this. We could go probably something like that. You have an arc like that forming, continuation pattern. So the target out of this for Luna, probably something like that into our golden pocket. I do suspect will come down to about between $42 and $38 short term. Moving averages on Luna, yeah, we're being rejected by the 50 on the 4-hour chart. On the 1 hour, however, you are above all support levels except for the 200, which is going to be most significant. Volume isn't great either. So yeah, Luna short-term short, I believe. That's how we're currently looking on that. Let's quickly check out the tweet. 16 likes, 13 comments. Guys, that's amazing. Let's pick a winner. I'm going to pick a winner at random who is going to be sent a hat. If I pick you as a winner, guys, in order to let me know and tell me your address so I can send you a hat, go onto my Instagram at Marzell_money. That's at Marzell_money. Send me a DM and I will be sending you a hat. So I'm going to do just like this. I'm going to look away, see who it lands on. It land on Saggy Franco. Congratulations, Saggy. You have won a Marzell Money hat. Please DM me Instagram at Marzell_money and I will send you a hat. Congratulations. Congratulations, Saggy. So I haven't been through Atom. Let's check out Atom. We're going to look at Cosmos. It's a really interesting one right now, Atom. Atom is actually doing a bit of a breakout currently, so it could be a nice trade here. Someone said ETH breakout 5 minute. Let's check that out. Thank you for that. There's just no volume, is there? The volume has been, I mean, locally, I guess actually you could even potentially draw it like that. Maybe it's a bit of a bigger channel. I suspect it is because the volume hasn't picked up. If you had a proper breakout, the volume would pick up, and that hasn't really happened yet. So if we, yeah, let's leave it there. I suspect if we break this level, because that's previous resistance 2845, if we break that level, potentially bit of a inverse head and shoulders as well, a little bit as well, potentially. Let's see. Let's keep a close eye on it. Let's see what's going on there. It's coming down now a little bit, so that maybe that is the level. Atom, yeah. So Atom, we were watching this. We're seeing potential breakout here. This could be a nice long position up to around $36 on Atom. So that's a nice trade to be in right now. Could have your stop loss under $28.60. Could be a pretty good one there. So yeah, let's have a look at the chat. I'll see if there's any super chats or normal chats, and I'll be answering them. A bit of Q&A. I'll only be picking questions that are educational for everyone, of course. So no silly questions. Not that you would ask a silly question. So I'm gonna have a sip of my cup of crypto and look at the questions here. By the way, great to see everyone. Thanks for joining. And we're on 157 likes. So that is an all-time high like in the live channel. We've been doing this a week, guys, and the support is amazing. So I do really appreciate it. If you want to show support, just smash the like and share this in your own communities. That is the best way of showing your support. So, any interesting questions for me to answer? Come on, guys, let's get the chat going. There's 123 of us in here. I'm sure some of you have something interesting to ask, interesting to say. Have you been through Matic? We did go through Matic, and Matic is currently in this arc. Okay, it's in this arc, and it looks to me like it's going to break out relatively quite soon. What I want to do actually is show you a more local chart here. If we look at the 15-minute, we're kind of seeing an inverse head and shoulders pattern a little bit. We need to break above $1.57. If so, the next move is up at around $1.62. And of course, you've got to keep an eye on this 4-hour chart because this triangle is pretty significant. The only thing to fear is Matic has been corresponding pretty accurately with the rest of the crypto market, and you do have this bear flag, potential bear pennant, could be going down as low as around 76 cents in a bigger move. Is Ethereum your favorite crypto to trade? Yes and no. Ethereum's my favorite coin. It's the one I watch the closest. It's kind of our community's main coin. It's a bit tricky to trade, actually. There's a lot of sideways and bumpy movement with Ethereum, but I think it is slightly my favorite coin. There's enough volatility in it, but not too much. Could you show again the triangle pattern? How would you use it actively? Yeah, I will. I'll show you how to use ARCs. It's what we teach in the Marzell Trading Academy, and it's basically one of the fundamentals of learning technical analysis. So, for example, this is in our academy. It's all on Discord. For those of you not as familiar, it's for complete beginners to intermediates, interactive learning. You can do it at any time. There's live sessions several times a day, sometimes at least once a day, myself with the coaches. And we help each other out, live trading floors, and it's a place where you can actually learn technical analysis. It's not one of these trade signal groups where you're not actually learning anything and you can get wrecked because you don't know how to actually trade it. This is actually giving people the chance to find financial freedom through trading. That's what we teach in the academy. Currently 33% discount, running limited time offer, but I'll show you some triangulation formation. So let me show you what one of our coaches is saying, Miss Crypto Claire. Basically, you can see she has a triangulation format currently on Bitcoin. This is on the 15-minute. Okay, so let me see if I can find the same sort of pattern. So if we go into the Bitcoin chart, I'll show you on the 15-minute if we can find that same arc. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we can have a look. So basically, triangulation, it's from the breakout. So you might have something like that. And currently you might be seeing something like that. So that's an arc, for example, but within an arc on the smaller time frames, you have smaller arcs. Okay, so to show you, I'll show you how you would draw them and how you use them in kind of real analysis. So we had a descending triangle here, which is of course bullish. We broke out, we hit the target. The new triangulation, they always start within a new arc. So you're going to have a swing low here. For basically, you might go swing high, swing low to another breakout. Not sure if I would consider it to be there, or I would consider it to come down a bit more, maybe here. Yeah, that makes the most sense. So another triangulation, and this triangulation got a breakout here. You see how the volume comes in, and now we're in a new triangulation on Bitcoin, which would look potentially something like this. Of course, we don't exactly know where it's going to fall to draw it, but in the MTA, this is one of the key things we teach as to where we predict that they're going. We use many different indicators to give us this, but the important thing is with these arcs, they give you a lot of confluence in terms of where the price is likely going. So now we're in an arc, and of course locally you can see on this 15-minute chart we've created a double top, which of course is bearish M pattern, and we're being rejected off the resistance line of the overall, if I go back into the daily for Bitcoin, of this overall resistance line. Look at the significance of that line beaming down, and that is the same line I just showed you on the 15-minute, which is causing the resistance right now as well, in addition to the smaller time frame arc. So this way you're gaining short-term perspective, medium-term perspective, and long-term perspective, which is imperative if you want to trade and make profits. So again, this is what we teach in the Trading Academy, guys. And just to show you, you know, we've been running the Academy for a few months. It's been very, very successful. I'll just share a couple of testimonials with you because we're very proud of how it's been going. Anthony says, hey, Roy. Roy's our head coach, by the way, Kundalini Crypto. Could you please send me the videos? That's not a testimonial, but his testimonial is here. Let me move myself out of the way. His testimonial was, MTA has measurably improved my trading strategy. Trading sessions along with the support from coaches are invaluable. Very happy to be part of this community. Palonco says, I came to the MTA looking to understand the intricacies of trading cryptocurrencies and had some curiosity towards leverage trading. I was extremely nervous getting into this as I have no direct connection with someone who is family with trading. With the MTA, I've found a community that has provided support and clarity in times of uncertainty. There is much more to the movement of crypto prices than news. Very true. This is why we're technical traders. We sell into the news. We don't buy the news. There are measurable and predictable movements in price cycles behave. The coaches take a personal, genuine interest in ensuring that one understands the technical analysis processes and techniques that are. So guys, that just one more. This is by far the best crypto trading group. All right, one more. That was a very short one. So before I joined the MTA, I was being liquidated on about 20% of my trades just because I did not have the skills. Since joining the MTA, the information has been invaluable. It has put my learning and my knowledge. So yeah, guys, that's just some proof of concept. I do recommend, if you are someone that's serious about wanting to make money from trading, financial freedom, trade from anywhere in the world, or just your smartphone or laptop, live the laptop lifestyle. It's true though, you can take your laptop anywhere. MTA is for you. The MTA is for you, and we're currently running a 33% discount. So check it out. So yeah, that's how we're currently looking at Bitcoin. And this is why I'm shorting. What we can currently see going back into the Ethereum price as potential downward price action here, rejection. I mapped it out on the smaller time frame on, yeah, so it did look like that rejected basically that 5-minute resistance line here. So we're basically likely to come back down to 2825. We want to see if this resistant line holds. We will get an apex. It will have to make a decision which way it's going sooner rather than later. So now we have a point of resistance there as well. So I'm going to cover a few more altcoins, guys. I just realized my face is in the way. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. We have a touch point, resistance. We're going to see what happens there. Okay. So I'm going to cover a couple more altcoins before we wrap things up today. I'll be looking at the chat to see what requests we have. Someone's asked, how much are the lessons? So guys, it's not lessons, it's flexible learning. It's interactive on Discord. We do sessions. They are lessons, but it's interactive training, trading every day. It's a community that trade together. Currently, I'll show you the discount. So we have 33% off annual. If you want to, if you know that you're really serious and you want to invest in this and you're going to be with us for a year, and for anyone that really wants to learn, a year could be definitely worthwhile. Original price is £1,800 or $2,425. We're discounting it down to £1,199 just for a limited time. And if you want to sign up just for the month to see if it's for you, you can also take advantage of a 20% discount. And it's £119 per month. Used to be $200 or £150. It's $119. These are some of the benefits. If I zoom in, you should be able to see them. So you can see full MTA access, live video training, trading, live audio discussions, weekly academy live coaching stream with Marzell. That's me. Pro trade setups. I mean, guys, by all means, try it for a month. See it's for you. You can cancel it after a month if you go with the monthly option. For anyone that's serious about trading, I guarantee that you will not be disappointed. There's a lot of value there. What you can make within the first month to 2 months will save you so much more than that, or make you so much more than that. Okay, so that's the idea behind it. So let's cover one or two more altcoins before we wrap things up. If you haven't already smashed the like, please smash the like. And a quick mention again for anyone that has been coming locally. This watch, this same Rolex, we're giving away. Pinned comment in the chat. Basically, that pinned comment is going to take you to this competition page. Where is it? Here. It's a global competition on BYBIT, but if you sign up with the affiliate link I've posted in the pinned comments in the chat, you will win a Rolex if you are the most successful trader up until from now, starting right now to the 20th of February. You will be chosen at random. You will be able to pick a Rolex of your choice, any date, just 41. Retails between 12,000 and 15,000 USDT, depending on the model you choose. You can choose any model, and you can choose the face. You can choose anything. You just need to be the most successful trader. The most successful trader will be the most profitable one. So I'll be updating you on that as we go. Super chat in the house. Thank you, Lee. I'll be answering your question when you post one. Someone's asked, Josh has asked, any idea what the markets are going to do today? At the moment, until New York opens in a few hours' time, really hard to say. Really hard to say. We can look, of course, at the the S&P in pre-market is down, which of course for the Bitcoin price and Ethereum price is bearish. I've been tracking the S&P 500 because it's highly correlated with Bitcoin right now, and we've been rejected and we've actually broken 4,500. We're probably coming down to 4,420 at least. So my guess would be the markets are coming down today, which could lead in nicely to my Bitcoin and Ethereum predictions here, guys. So I'm going to answer Lee's question with the super chat. Again, much appreciated for the super chats, guys. Thoughts on Kathy Woods from ARK Investment saying that Ethereum will have a $20 trillion valuation in 10 years. That would make it a 39xer. It's very possible. I'm definitely of the opinion and in the camp of the flippening, where Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin. I still think Bitcoin will be up there as its store of value, but I can't see it remaining as the top cryptocurrency indefinitely. I think Ethereum will catch it up, and potentially one or two other coins. We don't know what they'll be. It could be Solana, could be Cardano, could be XRP even. If it continues and goes through the lawsuit, wins, and banks really start adopting it in a big way. There's a big flaw in the payment system globally. So XRP is solving that problem. Quick sip of my cup of crypto, and I'll answer a couple more questions. Proud of you, my old mucker. You always saying Shola in the chat. Shola is a great friend of mine. I want everyone to show Shola some love. Say hello to Shola. I used to work with Shola, and it's great to see you in the live chat. Thank you for joining me, mate, and I'll give you a text message later. So you've always been a generous guy. I appreciate that. You too. So yeah, that's how markets are looking at the moment, and we've covered Bitcoin. I tell you what, we've covered a few of the altcoins. I'm going to do a quick recap on Bitcoin and Ethereum because I know that's why most people are here. Let's cover these coins just before we go, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll see how things are faring right now. Thanks for the heart, Shola. I'll give you a message later. I hope you're doing well. So anyway, let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at the hour chart here. And what we're currently seeing is basically the Bitcoin chart is showing us that we are in this local arc that is potentially breaking to the downside. And we're in this bigger wedge. This is a bit messy. Let's start on the 4 hour. Apologies. Let's go into the 4 hour chart here. Let's cross that. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'm just removing some of these indicators that we had before because they're not as relevant now and they're a bit messy. So let's get rid of those. So yeah, basically Bitcoin overall downward wedge, downward price action. We are seeing this reversal, this upward price action currently, and we're currently seeing resistance met in terms of moving averages at the 100-day moving average and the resistance line here. So if we break this down and go in, what I'm anticipating could likely happen is we break out of this support line, and obviously we start our new leg down. That's basically what I suspect is going to happen in the next 24, 48 hours. Weekends are always a bit tricky. So weekends are going to be interesting. I suspect we're going to form a triangle here. Like if I basically just draw that, you can see this triangle. I basically believe we're going to form that. That will break down, and then it's going to be downward price action from there for the Bitcoin price. We do have strong support at about 35,500. So we'll see that. Devil Boy, I just came back and saw that I won the hat. Congratulations, Devil Boy. You have won a hat indeed. Instagram me, DM me at @Marzell_money, and you'll win a hat. And Shola, my old good friend, give me your address too. I'm going to send you a hat because, yeah, man, you're a bro. So, okay, let's look at Ethereum, and we're in this ascending wedge right now. Okay, we're in this ascending wedge. I am in a trade that is actually in the negative, but I'm not worried about it. So it's currently about $2,000 in the red. But to put things into perspective, I'm holding out on this trade a bit longer. It's a $50,000 profit trade if it comes to fruition. We're seeing a potential breakout locally, okay, but it is local. We're going to see resistance come in right now at 2840. You can see the peaks. It's struggled to break above that level. So in fact, I know I've changed it before, but I'm going to change it one last time because this is called a house formation. I just made that up. It does look like a house though, but I'm expecting resistance to be at 2,840 with all this previous resistance. So that's what I'm anticipating there. So yeah, we're probably moving downward. But if I go into the technicals for Ethereum, rising wedge, most likely trending downward. It is overall a bear flag as well. Bear flag like this. Something like that. Potential break to the downside, down to our golden pocket. I'm just waiting for these lower price levels, guys, that I believe are inevitable going to come. $1,800, $1,900. That's when I'll be accumulating more long term. What I will do, if and when we get to that price, I'll start buying, but not hugely. I'll start buying a little bit from here and a little bit here, but then I'll be waiting for the breakout out of this resistance line. When we break out, that's when I'll be, putting in the six-figure trades. Because as we continue the bull cycle, I believe into the summer, I want to be in a beautiful long-term position where we're talking about millions in profits. That's the idea here. So Tiwi says that's not resistance. Well, if that's not resistance, then you need to check out the men at Marzell Trading Academy because you clearly don't understand what resistance is. Lee, another question and another super chat. Lee, thank you so much. Do you know what? Because you've supported me so much in this super chat with the super chats, I'm going to send you a hat as well. So DM me at Marzell Money. That's 3 hats we've given away in this session. DM me at Marzell Money. I'm going to send you a hat as well. But Lee, I'm going to answer a question as well. How much for an autographed hat? I want to keep it on display on my desk. Well, it's free. I'm giving it to you and I will autograph it as well. How about that? There you go. Done. Right. I'd love to, but you haven't told me your win rate. Well, my win rate hovers around 60%. Now, in order to be a successful trader, believe it or not, you only need a win rate of about 30% because it's all about risk to reward ratio. So like I was showing you earlier in this live stream, we were looking at this this short position calculation. Okay, the risk to reward ratio is 3-to-1. So basically you only need to win a third of the time to break even, but really you could be targeting much higher risk to reward ratios like we've had on Solana. I entered a Solana trade yesterday down here. I'll show you. Long position. We entered it here. We had our stop loss just here underneath the point of control, and the target is up here. That's a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which means you only need to win 1 out of 5 of these trades and break even. If you win 1 out of 4, you will be making 20% profit each time. Okay, so it's all about risk management, discipline, and knowing and understanding the basics to the more intermediate sides of technical analysis, and that's how you can become a real trader. Okay, there's so much FUD out there, guys. There's so much fluff on YouTube, and obviously, people follow that, and some of it's relevant, some of it's not. You need to educate yourself. The best form of interest is in educating yourself. Yeah, in fact, I've got a poster on my wall. I know you can't see it, but it says investing in knowledge pays the best interest. And that's why we create the academy, basically. So, Tiwi, thank you. Check it out. Check out the academy. So last mention, currently 33% discount here, guys. Real-time live interactive trading sessions. So check it out if you want to learn how to trade. Last mention as well, guys, with BYBIT, giving away a Rolex, okay? Rolex Datejust 41 is a $15,000 watch. You'll be able to pick your Rolex to enter. Pinned comment in the chat. It will bring you to, that's my affiliate link, by the way, but it will bring you to this page. You register here for the global competition, so you'll be involved in that. But out of our community and only our community, you will be picked if you are the most profitable trader between now and the 20th of February. And I'll be updating you on the progress as we go. And the winner will be picked. I'll be doing a live stream if you're outside the UK and congratulate you personally. And we'll probably do it on the live, on this live morning session of Cup of Crypto. If you're in the UK, I'm going to invite you out or to my house, whatever. And I will be personally giving you the watch. And it will make some nice content, some nice PR for the community as well, guys. So I'd like to thank you, everybody. Lee says, FK, yeah. Yep, autograph hat going to you. Please DM me at Marzell_money. So I will be covering more altcoins tomorrow, every morning, 10 a.m. broadcasting this live. If you've enjoyed it, please smash the like. Share this. Go on to my Twitter right now at Marzell Money. Follow me there because when I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm posting there. It's been a real pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be seeing everybody again tomorrow. Well, make sure you're subscribed because I'll have a video coming out later on Ethereum. So take care, guys. See you all later. Bye-bye.